Last time on Wolves in Space, I just literally threw myself at the planet and hoped for the best. So, it's an okay start, honestly. Why? Because you don't have any uranium. Got it. How's my health? Ugh. I'm really glad I'm out in the tundra for that reason. It's, I was saying it's going to be a lot easier to watch out for them. But then there's this bullshit that I can't do anything about. In fact, I think I'm going to move that up here. Not tier. Turret. Beam drill turret. I forgot I had that. Guess what? I have that. Alright, first things first, set you to... Even 50 is a bit much, really, because it misses a decent amount, but I'm going to leave it at 50. I have the vanilla weapon rebalance on, which makes these things somewhat inaccurate. Alright, have 60. Ah, speak of devil. Well, oh man, they actually messed this up pretty good. You know what mod I want to make? Did anyone ever play Red Alert? Familiar with something called the Tesla Tower? Wasn't called the Tesla Tower, was it? Alright, well, these bastards have been doing some work around here, so I better go around the edge. Make sure we're all up to snuff. Oh, that could have been bad. Alright. Things seem decent now. I'm actually going to throw an extra layer on here so that they don't immediately hit my structures when they start doing damage. Ah, this is expensive in iron. Eventually, I will have a lot more of this stuff. For the moment, I need more steel plates. Actually, I can probably offload the rest of this. Not quite. A lot of it. Oh, now the fun part is we're coming up to night. So actually going further out in the base is going to make it even more difficult to hit them. But it also means that as they're doing damage, they're not hitting my critical systems just because they do like area damage. So this should hopefully protect us some. Eventually, you know, hell, I might even have, you know, Robo-Drone flying around guarding the place. I might have to add in some modded weapons at some point. The galaxy I'm using is actually based off of Disney's map of the Star Wars universe. This is, I think, before Episode 7 came out, so some of the stuff is missing. But in general, if I wanted to put Star Wars stuff on here, it would fit. that won't fit because of that. Alright, there we go. So now I can get back up here, over to here, up to here. You're sticking straight up. That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. Oh, okay. We're off to a decent start. I can offload more of that. I've got plenty of volume left. I'm going to have issues of lighting soon. So I'm going to grab the regular interior light. I have the long distance lights on here, but I'm not going to use those at the moment because there's just really not much point. I just need to light up the area decently. What the f***? Chinese sunburn missiles coming in? Jesus! Holy sh**, dude. Right! I'm awake! Oh, man. Okay, let's grab our interior light and max out our radius on that. That'll provide us some working light here. Oh! Hello! Jesus. Alright. Of all the shit you don't expect to see, my god. It's coming right over the horizon at me. Wah! Alright. Alright, having survived that... I don't know why you're not falling down, but I'm not really arguing at this point. Alright. Alright, here's one of the window sections, so I neglected to create any way for me to be able to recharge. And I hit my jetpack at some point without meaning to. I'm nearly out of hydrogen. Gotta cut my way in here. Getting there. Can I jump up to there? Yes. Perfect. We can help ourselves to more power. And actually, I can toggle these guys off. Gyros are already off. I don't need that on. I don't even know why I have a projector. Wow, that was a lot of them. There's more. Oh, they brought me motors this time. Did they all? Yes. I never noticed this about them before. I always feel like they brought you different components. But late. Oh, yeah, there we go. That one's got some me hitting escape on it. Okay, that scared me slightly. I should have a decent amount of ammo for a while, but I should probably double check it. 47, and I think I put 60 in there originally. How did my energy get it? Okay, my energy's good. Alright. Let's dump off the supplies and go for more. You know, I'd been playing around with the parachutes. I had noticed that I couldn't really get my velocity below about 12 meters a second. At least on the small ship I was testing at the time. And I was considering something like this, but it didn't fit that ship design. It made me start thinking about retractable landing gear designs. Maybe even... Well, okay, a piston's a bad idea because you don't set force on a piston. You just set, you know, distance, and it goes, yes sir, right away sir. And gives it maximum effort, and yes, that was a reference to it. Completely lost my train of thought on this. So I was wondering about using rotors to make some sort of a suspension. But then when I realized I was talking about suspension, I thought, well, why not just use, you know, wheels? I mean, it's a valid question, right? So that's as far as I got on that line of thought, anyway. You know what, I'm just gonna drop this thing to the ground. Okay, that wasn't a horrible idea. It wasn't a great idea, but it wasn't horrible. It didn't occur to me, too, to use blast doors for the landing gear. I thought they would have used heavy armor. But when I think about it, blast doors do make more sense. I don't think they deform, and they're really durable, too. I mean, they're friggin' blast doors. So that makes a lot of sense. I really like this ship. I also thought it was interesting that its shape basically made me flip over and come in head first. That could probably be engineered out, actually. That's a cool way to think about that. Are these... Oh, it almost looked like an advanced rotor to me. Well... At some point, we're going to need to do some scouting here. Because we're going to need to find more materials. Yeah, I've got all the iron that I can eat. But, I've got some magnesium. I've got some gravel. Gravel's not hard to come by, let's be honest. Oh, you know, that reminds me. I need to build a refinery. A refinery must be my next build project, because if I don't have parts for a refinery, I am really hosed. I just have to hope that I get enough demon dogs coming at me that they'll cough up enough parts to make one otherwise. You know, I almost wonder if I were to just build decoys, would they go for the decoys? So I know other systems will. I never thought to try it with animals, though. Well, as much as you can call them animals. In any case. Those blast doors that I love, love, love so much, much, much. Thinking over the recent battles here, such as they are, I think 50 meters is a good distance for combat. And I also like that the turrets aren't pinpoint accurate. It adds, well, it adds more realism to the game for one thing. And it makes it so I can't just set up one turret and call it a day. I actually have to think out defenses. I have to think out ammo production this early on, despite how much I was given to start. I really wish I had a medbay so I could change my suit, or I wish I'd have thought to change my suit before I started recording. I set this up as a creative, as a survival the whole time. but I had a server master creative mode engaged to set stuff up. Alright, suit energy low, which means I need to find my way up the side again. That's where I went up. I also think it's interesting, and I understand why this is the case, but I think it's interesting that animals can't detect you when you're sitting in a seat. And I could build a seat over on the station, but there's a fairly hefty battery in this thing that has nothing to do with it. I might as well use that energy, because as soon as I grind down the battery, I lose it all. Oh, these sparks bounce. I never noticed that. Check that out. Actually go bouncing around the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna cheatsy doodles and start taking this out. Holy sh**! That scared me. Oh my god. Huh. Let's do an offload here. You know what? I should probably record a GPS. I can delete that one. Snow Platform Alpha. Let's see, how do I remember finding the button to toggle this. Oh, F is jump. I never know that. G, H. Ah, H. Normal display, fully visible, no names, and off. We'll just go with off for the moment. Actually, off is bad. I'll go with normal display. So if I'm not looking at it, it's just that. When I look at it, then I see the name. I realized that no display was bad. Why do I have a projector? I really don't know why I have a projector. No display is bad because then when the damn dogs attack, it's not going to paint the target for me. Let's get it. You want to block? It's the equivalent of Matt Damon saying "F you, Mars," I guess. Except I'm not Matt Damon. Yeah, I want to be inside here. Not like that. That should be a big enough hole for me, right? Nope. That's what she said. Alright, so now we can get some idea of what all is worth taking here. I don't necessarily need to chop down the whole thing right now, but these gyros, for instance, they'll have some good components I want. Remote control, definitely. Another gyro. Somewhere in here is that radio. I want to get that. Aha! What does this look like? Woohoo! Oh yeah, work it! One of the mods I have on that I'm really glad I found is animated interaction. So obviously I'm not looking at anything right now, but if I were to hit T for use, nothing happens. For instance, if I come over here, right, I hook up to it. If I hit this, I hook up to it. Okay, if there's a button, I use the button, but I guess I don't have a button. I wonder why I don't have footsteps. I mean, they were driving me nuts before, don't get me wrong. But now I don't have them, I kind of miss them. Alright. Let's get all that stuff put away. Take back some stuff. I do not have enough steel plates. Not for a refinery. Which, if I can do this right... No, I'm going to hook the refinery to the cargo container. Which is apparently not an option at this angle. Right. Nope. Oh,